Title: The Final Frontier, Dissecting the Global Monolith and Reclaiming Sovereignty in the Digital Epoch. Introduction. The dawn of the 21st century has ushered in not just technological innovations but complex socio-political challenges, as vividly illustrated by Canada's controversial use of the Emergencies Act. This event serves as a microcosm for the global struggle between individual liberties and an emerging, technologically empowered authority structure. This extended discourse seeks to unravel the intricate web of governance, digital financial control, privacy, and societal cohesion that defines our era, inviting a worldwide consortium of scholars, legal experts, and the public to address the multifaceted challenges presented by the digital age. The science fiction warning. The allegories of the Borg in Star Trek and The Matrix transcend their fictional origins to reflect our current societal dynamics, a collective consciousness heavily influenced by mass media and digital manipulation. This emerging reality, media networks capable of distributing identical and duplicate content to hundreds of thousands of contacts simultaneously based on the investor desires, are characterized by mass formation psychosis and societal hypnosis, and warrants a critical examination of our susceptibility to collective narratives and the omnipresent media architecture that facilitates them. Engineering independence. The challenge of centralized control is starkly visible in the Canadian context and serves as a warning for the global community. This chapter advocates for a shift towards compartmentalization and independence in our societal systems, drawing on engineering and cybersecurity principles to propose a framework that protects democratic governance and individual freedoms from the overreach of technological networks. Philosophical crossroads and ethical dilemmas. Canada's confrontation with the Emergencies Act brings to the forefront the philosophical dilemmas inherent in balancing individual freedom with collective governance. This global philosophical inquiry demands a reevaluation of power, the sanctity of personal rights, and the ethical guidelines that should steer our progression in an era of increasing technological pervasiveness. Legislative evolution in the face of digital dominion. The Canadian legal backlash against digital encroachment underlines the urgent need for evolving legislative frameworks worldwide. This section calls for a national and global legislative reform, aiming to adapt our legal structures to better confront the challenges and threats posed by digital autocracy while safeguarding the foundational principles of individuality and democracy. The global monolithic network. The invocation of the Emergencies Act has unveiled a broader, more sinister structure, a global network comprised of governmental entities, military forces, multinational corporations, banks, and international alliances. This monolithic entity presents unprecedented challenges to individual liberties, individual autonomy, individual sovereignty, provincial sovereignty, and national sovereignty. This chapter delves into the banking integration into public government spheres and the digital financial control strategies now employed in governance, urging a comprehensive global response to this digital financial control and digital censorship control, and the accompanying erosion of public space and privacy. The corporate leviathan and international alliances. The fusion of national corporate power and global corporate power with governmental mechanisms signifies a pivotal shift in the dynamics of national governance. This discussion expands on the Canadian example to explore the global ramifications of such partnerships, highlighting the need for a vigilant examination of how these alliances affect national sovereignty and individual freedoms, and proposing strategies for mitigating their overreaching influences. The Quintessential Monolith Network. Banks, police, government, military, and global corporations. In expanding upon the intricacies of the global monolith, this section specifically addresses the intertwined roles of banks, police forces, governmental bodies, military apparatus, and global corporate entities. This technical network and human network, acting in concert, has the potential to significantly undermine democratic institutions and individual freedoms, necessitating a robust, multidimensional approach to dissect and counterbalance these intertwined powers. Critical to this examination is the scrutiny of leadership changes within these institutions over the past decade, particularly in the military leadership, police leadership, and political arenas, which are pivotal in the architecture of power. Investigations should probe whether terminations or leadership shifts were orchestrated to foster this global monolith, or if they were legitimate dismissals based on performance or misconduct. This inquiry is essential, given the abnormal surge of interconnectedness and influence among these sectors, urging a re-evaluation of leadership appointments and their implications on the integrity and autonomy of these foundational institutions. Additionally, digital systems within these institutions should be rigorously investigated to ensure there is no unauthorized data sharing integration. It is imperative that clear mechanisms, such as green checkboxes, are presented to citizens to indicate when their data is being shared among institutions. Moreover, there must be a straightforward method for individuals to terminate any data sharing agreements between institutions directly from public interface panels. This step is crucial for maintaining transparency, ensuring personal privacy, and restoring public trust in these fundamental societal pillars. A call to investigate. This comprehensive exploration culminates in a clarion call for global investigation, transparency, and accountability. The complexities unraveled by the Canadian use of the Emergencies Act underscore the imperative for a collective endeavor to dissect and understand the nuances of the global monolith. Academia, legal sectors, policymakers, and civil society are summoned to engage in this pivotal inquiry, ensuring that the progression towards technological advancement remains anchored in the respect for individual rights and democratic integrity, and with professional engineering principles of cybersecurity and military security mindset. Conclusion. Standing at the threshold of this new frontier, the path forward is laden with challenges yet brimming with opportunities. The global crisis underscored by the Canadian scenario transcends national borders, presenting a universal call to action. In confronting the digital colossus, we are tasked with not only defending but also expanding the frontiers of human rights, preservation of individuality, and democracy, ensuring they flourish amidst the complexities of the 21st century collectivist digital network psychological messaging. This is not merely a call to research but a call to investigate, and to take legal action if necessary, for the defense of our most cherished values in the face of unprecedented global and digital systems challenges.